Hello, friends. Happy New Year and welcome back to Graceful Living. I hope you all have had a wonderful time making beautiful memories with your precious loved ones over this holiday season and are now off to a great start to this new year. Now, in today's video, I am going to be redecorating our living room area. Here you see just a few clips of me breaking down all of our Christmas decor. I did take a minute afterwards to clean the living room really well, bring back furniture into this space, rearrange the furniture, and even took a minute to redecorate the top of our hutch once again because I hadn't touched that in a very long time. But now it is time to put everything else back into place, and so I thought I would bring you along with me. Now, my thoughts behind redecorating this space this time is kind of going for a more wintry look, kind of doing a couple things that I've not done before that I thought might bring that kind of feeling into our space. And then I also am kind of thinking about my Valentine's decor. Now, I don't know that I'm going to decorate all through the entire house. I may and I may not, but for in this space, in our dining room space, my thoughts behind it are kind of a storybook love. So I am going to be using our books quite a bit to decorate each space, and the first space that I am going to incorporate them on is our coffee table. I just want to make a really neat little vignette of open books and candlelight in hopes that it will just kind of bring that beautiful ambiance that I'm looking for this season. It's not just going to be a Valentine's thing, but it's a warm and inviting atmosphere for this little bit of winter that we get here in California. I did pick up 4 new candlesticks from Hobby Lobby the other day. One of my gifts from Josiah this year was a gift card, so I took full advantage and purchased just a few of the things that I have been wanting throughout the year, including those very ornate gold candlesticks I had mentioned in a video months ago. One of the things that I tend to keep and use over and over again are my used candles. I absolutely love the look of dripping wax and think it adds so much to any vignette. Another thing I try to always do is to light the candles I bring into a space because I feel it gives off a more homey look and feel. And that is always what I'm aiming for when I do any type of redecorate here in our home. I want it to feel warm and inviting and just a real kind of comfortable and cozy feel, especially for the winter months. Moving on to our end tables, as with the rest of the room, I'm trying to keep things on the simple side. After having so much up over the holidays, it's always nice to take a little break from so much decor being out. And of course, I am still keeping with the book theme over here as well. I was so excited to find a couple small Bibles a few months back at a local book sale and thought they would be perfect here as well. Now, I am almost sure I will end up with some questions about these apothecary jars. I usually do, and unfortunately, I don't have good news for you. I purchased them at a local shop about a year ago, and I have not been able to find them online or anywhere else since then, but as soon as I do, I will definitely let you know. When it came to the hutch decor, I had a slight advantage going in with a few extra things on hand after taking everything off the top and mixing in some of the greenery I found there and a few things I found while rummaging through my bins in the garage. It all helped to kind of change things up without spending any more money. So in a sense, this could easily be considered a redecorate on a budget for sure. The only money spent was on the candlesticks, and I did pick up a few more used books because next to bottle brush trees, tassels, and moss, they are definitely a favorite of mine when it comes to decorating a space. Okay, one side down and one more to go. I will say I like how this all came together. Adding a few more books to my collection definitely helped to add a bit more color to the space, but still muted enough for my taste. So I absolutely love it. Now, I did go into Jeremiah's room and take a couple of frames off his wall. And to tell you the truth, I don't think he's even noticed, so we won't say anything to him about that. But as I pictured this little vignette coming together, I couldn't help but think about these beautiful wood tones. Now, this third frame that I'm using here was a gift from one of my 7th grade teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Perkins. I love and appreciate you so very much for being so thoughtful towards me. Now, next, I did want to bring back the best that I use so often in this space, but I decided to switch things up and bring it over to this side of the hutch. And I did go ahead and think about filling it with a different piece of greenery paired with some rolled book pages, keeping with the theme of the room. Now, when it came to the second shelf, it ended up kind of being a no-brainer, incorporating my clock back into the room, pairing it with some books and a couple of candles to bring that warm glow to this side of the room, and I called that one good. Now, on this third shelf, I am doing something a little different for me. I wanted to bring that cuddly winter feeling to the space as well. And so I thought, why not use some throws on the hutch? And to tell you the truth, I don't have many. So I did go in search of some, and I found the perfect one for my vision at Target. but ended up leaving it there because I wasn't willing to spend $30 on a throw. And I think that's why I don't have many throws. So when I got home, I decided to use what I had on hand in the colors that I wanted and came up with our old quilt off of our bed, a small $3 throw that I pick up at Walmart every now and then just to have on hand for company, and two pillow shams folded together for added fluff. Topped that all off with my beautiful little Paris pillow from my nieces, and I think it worked out perfectly. The last thing I'm going to be bringing into the space are some pillows. Now, once again, I went in and grabbed a couple from Jeremiah's room. Now, these I did ask to use, being they would be missed for sure, but for some reason, these beautiful brown tones are just screaming winter to me this year, and I love the look of them against our gray chairs. Now, for the couch, I had first thought about using our brown velvet quilt as a throw of sorts, but just didn't like it at all and ended up thinking about it. And today I came up with the idea of creating a bolster pillow with it, and I love it. It was getting so frustrating with the throw pillows constantly needing a fluffing, and this just works out so well. In the end, as I lit the candles and took a step back, I fell in love with the warmth of this space. I think it all took on a different look for the new season of winter. It has elements of a warm and cozy feel. We have a lot of different textures in the room that invite you to come in, relax, and be comfortable in this space. It is a space where you can sink into the fluffiness of big furry pillows or even grab a throw off the shelf to help keep you warm. We are all set up for nice, cozy winter talks around the table of beautiful flickering candlelight, safe from the cold outside. And all of that made me think about how we have to be ready and prepared in this same way with our walk with God, keeping things stored up and ready for the cold that we face living in this world of ours. Sometimes the elements get so hard to bear, and I don't believe we are ready to face them alone. The warmth we receive from Him, the covering He offers, is the only thing that will see us through. I never want to be caught unprepared or unguarded with the possibility of my spiritual temperature becoming too low. We must always take extra care, for our love, like many others, can and will grow cold. So I encourage you to find a nice, cozy place in your house and just take a few extra moments this winter to rekindle that fire that you have going on with our wonderful Savior for this new and coming year. I am so excited to start it off with Him and the covering that He offers us. I know in my heart that if we have that, we will be prepared for all that comes our way. All right, friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's video and maybe gathered some inspiration for your own home this winter. And as I bring this one to a close, I want to thank you for coming along with me today. I wish you a wonderful rest of your week. Remember to stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.